Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another videos. Manchester United have lost 2-1 to Nottingham Forest at City Ground. What a week. What a usual week for Manchester United. Because this is like a schedule for Manchester United. If we win today games, we're gonna lost another games. We were going to lose another game. If we've lost another game, we were going to win this game. If we won the last game, we are going to definitely lose this game. That is this season's Manchester United. That is absolutely abysmal, right? From the players or from the manager, from the game management, the individual performance, everything went wrong today. Nothing's worked. Nothing has changed this season. We've been trying to working out since the start of the season, and every time I have had enough time to work this out. Yes, I can understand the injuries crisis, the illness crisis. Yes, you can argue the bad. It doesn't mean you have to be this bad. You think about it. We had eight preseason games, and then we have enough time to prepare, and then the season has started very very poorly. Until now, Manchester United has been poor consistently. So this is not good enough. You beat, Aston Villa, the top three team in the Premier League, in the midweek, and then we've lost against Nottingham Forest, who has been struggling to find, winnings. So this is not a good enough. This is not a good enough. So there are a lot of talking points today because there was any positive. Of course, if you're trying to find any positives, I'd say Amad Diallo, right? Amad Diallo has been, he showed he has a way better ability than Anthony Santos, right? First of all, Anthony Santos, right? I do not understand anymore if you try to defend Anthony Santos. We spent 100 million euro, by the way, which doesn't his fault, but in your eyes, in your perspective, in your opinion, what do you think he's going to worth at the moment? If we try to sign him right now, how much do you think he's gonna cost? 40 million? 50 million? 45 million? He ain't showing it, right? If we try to sign Anthony Santos, if we even didn't pay it, or even if we didn't overpaid, it will cost around 40 or 50 million euros, because that is the nominal amount. And then, if you watch Anthony Santos at the moment, a whole season, he is not good enough. He is far lower than Anthony Ilanga's performance. Anthony Ilanga was one of the best players on the pitch tonight, but not for Manchester United. For for Nottingham Forest. That is the sad thing, because we let him go for only 15 million euros, 15 million pounds, and we signed Anthony Santos for 100 million euro, which is 85 million pounds. I've never seen this kind of bad, business in the other teams. You can see in the Manchester United player like Paul Pogba, player like Anthony Santos, Jadon Sancho, and Andre Onana, and you can see a lot of bad business in terms of transfer. But today games, 45 minutes, we only had one shot, and it was from the Wan-Bissaka. We know Wan-Bissaka is not an attacking player. We know his playing style, and then yet he's had one shot, which is only one shot from the 45 minutes from Manchester United. That was how bad we were. And then when you look at the second half, we weren't good enough. And then the changes from Eric Ten has been questionable. When you look at after the match, he in the post-match interview, Eric Ten explained why he subbed Kobe Manu off, because it was a tactical reasons, and then he assumed that Kobe Manu has been playing so many many minutes this weekend, and then he felt like he felt like Kobe Manu a little bit energy lower level. Then he changed Scott McTominay. Since every time I changed that defensive midfielder option, or position, we were under threat every single time. Number one, we couldn't control the game anymore. Number two, we couldn't stop we couldn't stop the how can I say the counter attacks anymore. We conceded 2 goals from the same position, the same situation. We've conceded 2 goals from the same situation because there wasn't any defensive midfielder. There wasn't any player who marked the player from the on the edge of the box from the opposition side. When you summarize our performance or our results from the start of the season and until now, we have conceded like 1,000 goals from the same exact situations. Alright, so that ain't good enough. It is on Eric Ten Hag, it is on players' communication, because if you don't talk each other, you won't help each other. That's very simple thing. That is very simple, and they are professional footballer. You don't even need to talk. Like, oh, you gotta talk, you gotta communicate. You don't even need to remind them. This is their fundamental jobs. Alright, so they cannot do their fundamental jobs. So how are they playing for Manchester United? They are so bad at playing football. Marcus Rashford, he cannot even pass straight forward. Not from like a 5-yard, 6-yard, and he trying to pass from the backwards. He trying to flick something. Why? Why did you do that? Marcus Rashford, Anthony Santos, Scott McTominay, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, they weren't good enough, right? They weren't good enough. When you look at Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he's not an attacking player. He doesn't know how to attack. He cannot even find our own player in the opposition box to pass it, right? To pass it. Bruno Fernandes passed him into the space, and then he ran into the box. He is in the box. He was in the box. He saw the player from our side, his teammate, and he passed it to the Nottingham Forest player. That was how bad we were tonight. We weren't good enough, and this is the usual actually. It's like it's not even I'm not even angry anymore, right? Because this is this situation is like beyond angry, beyond anger, right? I don't even know how to describe in English because I barely know how to speak English. So it's like disappointing, not even disappointing, right? It's like double disappointing, right? You don't even want to talk about those players, or you don't even want to talk about the teams anymore. You don't even want to watch. The first 45 minutes, I wasted the 45 minutes of my my value time of 45 minutes by watching Manchester United. That 45 minutes were useless, pointless, right? It was pointless. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, honestly, if you are Manchester United, if you watch the games, the first 45 minutes, we only have a one shot and one on target. That was how bad we were. I don't even know how to say it, right? So the players weren't good enough. Anthony Elanga, the player who we let go for 15 million pounds, show how to play football. Show he has a quality. He showed he can play the highest level. Right? He's not like a subs player. He can play on the highest level. He showed it. He proved it, and he said it after the match in a post-match interview, and he was right. He said it right because he is way better attacking player than our entire players, our entire attacking players. We weren't good enough. The players were good enough. The managers were good enough. I mean, come on. How can you think the changes, Scott McTominay for Kobe Manu is going to work? We control the game because of Kobe Manu. Forget about how many games he's played. He only played like 2 or 3 games consecutive. Forget about it, right? You don't need energetic player in midfield. You need creative, and you need a threat, in the striker, in the attacking options. That is how we have to change. And Eric Ten Hag doesn't do any creative changes. If he want to take out defender, he replace with the defender. If he want to change midfielder, he replace with the midfielder. If he wants more goals, he change wingers with another winger. He doesn't have any creative or proactive changes. That is so bad from the Eric Ten Hag decision making. It's a questionable. And he said he won't regret. And he didn't regret that serving Kobe Manu off. How can you even say that? The reason we lost the game is because you served Kobe Manu off, because mainly what the reason we control the games, and we didn't we didn't create enough chances to win games. So same old Manchester United in a new season. So 2023 we have ended with the pointless team, with useless team to watch. So but don't let your New Year's ruin because of the Manchester United, right? Find something to make yourself happier, right? Not Manchester United, definitely, right? So, what do you think about today's game? Make sure in the comment below and have your same comments. So, I'm gonna see you in next video. So, thanks for watching, guys.